There's a disturbing trend going on, not only on YouTube, but on a lot of platforms where mass reporting, false flagging can actually just destroy a person's ability to have a platform, to fund, to create a living out of this. And I don't know what to do about it, but something needs to be done. And it all starts with this Act Man who's really under a lot of abuse right now because of YouTube and the way that they're handling things. I know I probably shouldn't call this out on this platform. It's probably not a good idea. I'm sure they'll deprioritize or something algorithm wise with this. But I think it needs to be said, so I'm going to cover it. I'm always here to cover what you're not supposed to talk about. You can count on that. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. And if you like my independent commentary, if you appreciate what we do here, please support us with Overmind. Overmind is a science fiction graphic novel about AI going wild and brainwashing an entire society. It's very relevant to the topic at hand. I think you'll absolutely love it. This is our 43rd issue of comics that we've produced. I actually totaled them up yesterday. And so we're pros at this. You can count on us to deliver great product. Please check it out. Thank you to the 250 people who have backed as of the recording of this video. I really appreciate you guys. All right. Here is the story of the day, the Act Man. All right. He was demonetized from YouTube for making a joke. And we'll get into the reason why in a second. He says, while he reads a YouTube response to him, where he was talking about his channel being demonetized, and he tags them. YouTube says, as discussed, your YPP suspension followed your now deleted tweet threatening to dox the families of YouTube employees and creators. We don't take these decisions lightly and want you to know that we're taking your concerns just as seriously. We'll keep working with you directly on this. And it's been 3 days since this has gone on at this point, to my knowledge. And I was just reading that he's still in limbo. These things take a lot of time. I had this same situation happening to me actually a while back with Indiegogo. And Indiegogo, I got some false copyright claims sent to me saying that I stole somebody's comic book characters, which is false. And it was some weirdo in Australia who stalks me. And they got complaints 5, 6 times. And eventually they shut down my account and banned me. I came back and I said, I didn't do anything. What's going on? And they won't reply. They won't have a good discussion with me. They just send blanket corporate messages like this. And these corporate legal departments really just do this sort of thing. It's absolutely atrocious. I'm actually having to go into arbitration and go into a lawsuit with Indiegogo to resolve it. And I wonder if Actman's doing similar with YouTube, depending on what they're going to react to this. Interesting stuff. So he goes on. He says, well, I appreciate this. The tweet was unmistakable satire of YouTube's inaction to do anything about my family being doxxed by another content creator. Yes, he had a whole issue with being doxxed by this horrible guy who, from what I've seen, has really had no repercussions for his actions on this. It's kind of crazy. But because he makes a tweet sarcastically, that is enough for YouTube to go crazy when it comes to their employees. But they won't actually protect their content creators like the Act Man, who's a huge channel. We're not talking a channel like me. He's got a lot of subscribers. Very, very different ballgame. Amazing that they wouldn't actually have a conversation with him, talk to him, do the right thing here. Common sense would suggest being a victim of doxing, which he is, that I would never wish doxing on other people seriously. Context. Here's the one and only reason they demonetized my channel. So they actually went to Twitter. They didn't do anything on the YouTube platform. They actually followed him off to another platform and went to this. I was excited to announce a new series of videos I'll be making on YouTube. In YouTube, I'm reading this. I am reading somebody's tweet. I am not advocating this, okay? Just to be clear. Jesus. Doxing Adventures with Actman. In it, I'll be doxing and not me, Actman, sarcastically. I'm scared to read this because the algorithms do pick this stuff up, and it is a problem. And I don't feel safe actually even reading this commentary, just because they might clip that, say that I did something, and then try to knock me off the platform. I could totally see that sort of thing happening, and that's exactly the joke that these trust and safety groups at these companies are ending up being. You can't actually state what's going on, and it's becoming a huge problem. So that's what he posted. He posted it. Here's the links right here. And he's still banned. He is still, as of this writing, banned for making a joke on Twitter. Now, I'm scared enough that like people go to other platforms and report and then say, okay, well, you did this on this platform, so you're banned from our platform. That's enough of an invasion of privacy itself. And I know a lot of people around might be, well, they're a private company. They can have their rules however they want. I don't think so. These are giant corporations that do get funding from the government. They do get a lot of subsidies and things like that. We really live in a corporatocracy where, if you do get kicked off YouTube, you really don't have a viable option as a content creator. You're kind of screwed at this point. So I'm not of that. I think that these companies need to do better. I think they need to do right by people like the Act Man and myself, who are content creators just trying to survive. And they need to stop just abusing victims at the end of the day. Again, I get targeted with similar harassment campaigns. It's there's still those weird people coming after me every single day. I know they report every video of mine. I don't want to have to deal with something like this just because I read somebody's tweet like I almost did right now. Makes you think. All right, what do you think about this? I think this is horrendous. Leave a comment down below. Be interested to hear from you. What can we do about it? That's the real question. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.